is happening, guys? It is DanielLad1989. Welcome back to the Hereford United career. This is episode 74. Now, tracking our minds back very quickly to the last episode, I was absolutely gutted that we couldn't bring home the Carabao Cup again. Chelsea got in front early and they just defended, and to be fair, Mendy was like a brick wall. I couldn't beat him. They ended up winning it, gutted. But we did get a 4-0 win against West Bromwich Albion and we got a draw against Wolves. So it wasn't the worst episode. We have some sort of form. I want to carry that form into today as we are going to need it. The first game of the episode away at Liverpool. Yeah. Not expecting a win. A draw would be lovely, but we'll see. Then we have the round of 16 against Espanyol, which we will simulate both of those legs. Hopefully we'll make it through into the next round because that's the only cup that we're still in. And then we have Chelsea away. Obviously Chelsea beat us for the Carabao Cup. We have them in the league today. So a bit of revenge would be nice. And then for the last played game of the episode, we are away at Crystal Palace. So 3 away games in today's episode. Also 2 simulated games. Let's not waste any time, guys. Against my better judgment, I'll see you away at Anfield. Here we are then, guys, in the first played game of the episode. We are away at Liverpool. We're at Anfield. It is going to be no easy task. As we know, Liverpool are top of the league. We are chasing them in second. This is a chance to close the gap on the points. I don't think we will win this, but you never know. If we perform the way we have been doing, especially in the West Brom game, if we perform like that, we have a chance. If we perform as we did against Chelsea, we are not going to have a chance. And as you can see, goals scored, they've scored 56 goals already and we've conceded 19. So technically it's the highest scoring team against the best defensive team, which never usually works out on paper anyway. That's the stats, but we've got to play it on grass. We need to put a brilliant performance in today to snatch a win here. I would be happy with a draw. I'm not going to snuff my nose at a draw. We will take a draw. I just don't want to lose and have our season, you know, dropping down in points and having our season tarnished, going to 4th and 5th. We thought a top 6 finish would be good enough this season. We've overestimated what we're capable of, and a top 3 finish is possible. So Alisson in goal for them. Still got Trent Alexander. They're playing Rakic at centre-back with Kimpembe. Who else have they got there? I missed that. They've still got Salah and Jota up front together. Who else have they got on the field? Kimpembe. They've got Herrera, who we were looking at from AC Milan, in midfield. We line up Josh Griffiths in goal, Tommy Doyle, Amadou, Maitland-Niles, Mings and Kolasinac in defence, and we've gone Conor Gallagher and Tyler Wall in midfield, Harry Wilson, Kirk Wilson and Dembele. I've gone with Amadou today instead of Malang Sarr, just for the experience and the strength at centre-back, so wish me luck. Liverpool keeping hold of the ball here with early possession, and I do want to push them and try and get the ball off them. I just don't want to break our formation, because with Liverpool, that's how they catch you out. You break your formation, they will find the gaps. But Tyler Wall makes a really good tackle there, and they've got some gaps at the back now. Tyler Wall, I'm just going to keep going here, and I can see Harry Wilson on the far side if I can get it over to him. Harry Wilson with an early header and saved by Alisson and cleared off the line. We may still have a chance here with Tyler Wall. Here's Dembele, and I try getting it round the corner towards Tyler Wall, and Liverpool on the break. This was what I was worried about. Once you go up one end against Liverpool, they come straight back at you at the other end. As you can see here, Jota, and he's caught Tommy Doyle out of position, and hopefully we'll be able to get rid of this. It comes down in the box. Speculative flick there around the corner. They are still in the penalty area. It's a good tackle by Tyrone Mings, but still in a dangerous area. Chipped in. Josh Griffiths makes a brilliant save. Back in, a double save, and thankfully into Griffiths' gloves. An early start here, and an aggressive one at that. Liverpool breaking through midfield here, and they still have possession of the ball. We're just really struggling to have something of the ball here. Jota's taken that straight past Tommy Doyle there, who committed himself to winning the ball, but thankfully the experience of Amadou, he stands up there, and we managed to get the ball. Here's Kirk Wilson, if I can get it over the top towards Dembele. Here is Dembele with a good first touch. Conor Gallagher making with a forward run. Hopefully Tyler Wall will win it. Here's Kirk Wilson, blocked off by Kimpembe. The second shot, and Kirk Wilson has come up with an absolute stunning volley in the bottom corner. Where did that come from? Kirk Wilson has just come up with quite possibly the goal of the season. Look at that. He takes a ricochet, it bounces up in front of him, and how about that for a volley? He just sets himself there, Kirk Wilson, bang, hits that on his right foot, and Alisson is nowhere near it. Somehow, some way, we have an early lead here at Anfield. Liverpool, decent ball through the middle. Here's Herrera looking for Jota. Amadou gets a tackle in, but it has dropped straight in front of Jota there. We do clear it away with Tommy Doyle, but Liverpool have a throw deep inside our half here. Somehow we are still in front from Kirk Wilson's super volley, but Jota waving his arm there, looks like he's injured there, Jota, and we'll just see how this is going to play out. He seems to be okay now, up and on the ball, and they've got the ball at the edge of the box here, round the corner, Mo Salah, and that was a really good save by Josh Griffiths. There's not many people that can save Mo Salah's shots once they're on target, but Josh Griffiths was there to keep that one out. Liverpool again putting the pressure on our goal, trying to get level in this game. And Mo Salah round the corner, again comes straight into the box. At the edge of the box here, that is a very good hit, and Josh Griffiths again with a brilliant save. He's not the highest rated goalkeeper, Josh Griffiths, only at 78 rated, but talk about saves like that. You wonder why I won't replace him. There is your answer. And Liverpool up for the header, and thankfully it's over the top of the bar. We're safe for now. Almost half time here, guys, 1 minute added on, and Liverpool are still trying to put the pressure on us. I just want to try and survive until half time if I can see this out without conceding before half time, but we have conceded before half time. That's more my fault. I went to bring Griffiths out because I thought he was going to come on the inside. Instead he's turned around, he's passed it into Mo Salah, and that is the easiest finish Mo Salah will ever have. That is more my fault than it is anything else. You'll see I expected him to turn towards goal. I went to bring Griffiths out to trap down the angle, and he's played it back round the corner. Mo Salah puts it in the back of the net, and they are going to get level before half time. Pretty much that is the half time whistle there. We go into the break at 1-1. Into the second half we go then, guys, and it was a good first half. We managed to get in front early with Kirk Wilson with a surprise finish. He just kind of hit it off the half volley, and we did get in front, and then I make a silly mistake just before half time, and they managed to get level and almost got in front there from a long ranger. But we need to certainly keep pressing in this second half. That was a really good effort, that, from distance. Kolasinac has a throw for us on the near side here. I'm just going to throw this to Tyler Wall, see if I can get Dembele round the corner, which I have done. If Dembele can burst away with his pace here, I might be able to get in with 3 inside the box, 1 on the edge. We have got advantage here. Conor Gallagher at the edge of the box with a good header, and Alisson tips it over the top of the bar to keep Liverpool level in this game. Conor Gallagher with a complete free header there, and it was a good header on target, but Alisson fairly comfortable with the save. I'm going to pull Harry Wilson in here, try and play it on the outside again towards the edge of the box. Tyler Wall is there, try and give it back to Harry Wilson, see if I can whip one towards the far post, and drags it over the top of the bar. Liverpool coming forward here. That's a decent ball around the corner towards Trent Alexander, and Kolasinac needs to stop the cross again. Tyrone Mings with a decent clearance away, but the ball still with a Liverpool shot, and they have advantage here for what looked like a handball. And they have a free kick in a very dangerous area with somebody like Trent Alexander, who can take a fantastic free kick. I don't like our chances here. It's in a very good spot. It is a little bit further out, and I do trust in Josh Griffiths to make the save if called upon, but Trent to take the free kick. It's on target and just wide. Liverpool still putting the pressure on even at this late stage here, and we just need to try and defend this for our lives. Tyrone Mings with a really good block there, clear it away with Kolasinac. If Tyler Wall can try and bring this down, he's shouldered to the floor there, and Trent round the corner, and I'm just trying to get any sort of tackle in to stop Liverpool coming forward. It's been relentless attacking here, and that was a great volley, and it rebounds straight back into the Liverpool man after Josh Griffiths made a brilliant save. and it rebounds straight back into him. He finishes it to make it 2-1. I think in the 87th minute. It was around the 87th minute. Josh Griffiths has been absolutely tremendous in this game, and that is really hard on Josh Griffiths. Makes a brilliant save across body, and he just can't get across to stop the rebound as it drops straight into him. And the Liverpool man makes it 2-1 with barely any time left in this game for us to come back. 88 minutes gone. Let's see if we can try and get forward on one last attack here and see if we can draw level once again. Or technically we didn't draw level, we was in front first. They've drawn level and now they've got in front, but just a wayward pass there. 5 minutes added on. We've got enough time to get back in this game. I will play it out from here, guys, with 5 minutes added on. Let's see if we can get excuse me, back into this game. Far ball over again. Liverpool with relentless pressure. Amadou just manages to get the tackle in. Here's Maitland-Niles, try and get it forward towards Kirk Wilson if he can bring it down, but he's shambled to the floor. Referee says no foul, and Liverpool bring the ball forward and may have another chance here. I need to clear this away with Tommy Doyle looking for Harry Wilson down the line. It's headed away again. 5 minutes has gone, and it's looking like it's going to be a Liverpool win. Josh Griffiths out to collect. There's the final whistle, guys, and it's a defeat at Anfield. Back at the menu then, guys, and it just wasn't meant to be, was it? We got in front with Kirk Wilson with an absolute splendid finish, I have to say, on the volley, and got that right in the bottom corner. They get back in front before half-time due to partly my fault bringing Josh Griffiths out, and then late on they break forward with the pressure that they've been putting on all in the second half, to be honest. They get a rebound goal to win 2-1, so we'll have a look at the standings after, but as you can see here, as at your guys' request, you guys wanted to see more youths in the club, so as it starts here, let's see if we've got anybody that we can bring in through the youth academy. He doesn't look too bad. We'll adjust the signing bonus and bring him forward. We'll get rid of him. He doesn't look too bad either. Goalkeeper there. Let's have a look to get rid of him. So obviously I did the three, as I said I would, Ireland, Scotland and England. And let's have a look. He's got potential, but no to that one, no to that one, no to that one, no to him, and no to him. Nobody from Scotland this time. Let's have a look. Is this the Irish ones? Let's have a look. No to him, no to him, no to him, and he's got potential, but no, I'm going to leave it for him. So just one youth player for now into the academy. And as I said, guys, I will always take your feedback on board and always try and play it as much as I can to get you guys involved. So as you can see, simulating forward here, the loss to Liverpool, gutted about, but there's just nothing we can do. Liverpool are just that good. There's no other way to say it. So I will swap the system round against Espanyol, and obviously we'll simulate the first leg, simulate the second leg, and then we'll go into the second played game of the episode. The team completely swapped round then, guys. As you can see, Locke on the left-hand side, Aubameyang up top, Fernandes on the right. I've put Roberts in that cam position again, O'Reilly in the centre-mid position. I've put Amadou sitting, who gets the captain armband for the game as Mings is on the bench. Thomas, Miranda, Sarr and Paslak in defence, and McNeil in goal. Should be strong enough to beat Espanyol. If it's not, we'll put our full strength team out in the second leg, but I'm pretty confident to say we should get a result. It's only a 1-1. Aubameyang scores early and they get an equaliser just after half time and nobody could clinch it, so the second side couldn't quite get the job done. I'll play the full side in the second leg just to make sure that we get through to the next round, and then we'll move on to the next game. Second leg then, guys, as you can see at the top of the screen, 1-1 and aggregate. Here we are in the second leg and full team is out. Now the problem with doing this is 2 days after this game we have Chelsea in the Premier League. I might have to make a lot of changes for the Chelsea game, which means we'll be at a slightly disadvantage in the league, but I think trying to get some sort of silverware this season is more important because we didn't win the Carabao Cup final. Can we get through into the UEFA Europa Conference League and try and get into the final there and win that? So I think this is a little bit more important if we have to play a swap team against Chelsea then so be it. So let's simulate this. Hopefully the full starting team should get a comfortable win in the second leg. We do. We get a 3-2 victory. It wasn't as plain forward as I'd like it to be, but they score first with Adams, and then Dembele equalises. O'Reilly gets 2-1 up. They get 2-2, and then it's actually in stoppage time. In the 105th minute, Dembele gets his second goal of the game to clinch it for us in extra time. So not a straightforward game, but we've managed to get the job done, and we're into the next round. So pleased with that. And as I said, you'll see here when we load back up that we have, let's have a look who else has gone through here. Roma have been knocked out on aggregate. Valencia have gone through. Besiktas knocked out. Who else has gone through? Olympiacos have gone through. Club Brugge have gone through. Ajax have gone through. And Stuttgart have gone through. So you'd like to say out of all those teams, I think we should be able to win it, but let's not count our chickens just yet. As you can see, 2 days later, we're now against Chelsea. So I may have to rotate the side, and we might be a little bit weaker as Chelsea have actually taken over us now in the Premier League. We dropped down to third behind Chelsea, so really we don't want to lose this, because if we do, we might drop down behind Wolves. So everything to play for now. I'll see you at the Chelsea game. Right then guys, into the second played game of the episode. We are away at Chelsea. At Stamford Bridge, we have a rotated side. Quite a few of our players were too tired, obviously, from just about getting that win in the UEFA Europa Conference League to be in the Chelsea game. So we are at a disadvantage, I'd say, not being at a full strength team to take on Chelsea as we did in the Carabao Cup and only just lost 1-0. So even with a less of a side, should I say, a weaker side, it's going to be a struggle this game. And as you can see, Pulisic, the one to watch, fourth in the overall goals for this season in the Premier League with 14 goals. Well, he was the one. Was he the one that scored against? I think he was the one that won it in the Carabao Cup when Pulisic got the goal. So we've really got to watch him today. But you'll see from the lineup that we are at a disadvantage. We do still have Conor Gallagher in the lineup, but a lot of the players are rotation players, so we'll wait for the lineups and then we'll get straight into the football. As Chelsea line up then guys, the brick wall, Mendy in goal. Reece James, they've got Michael Keane at the back there, and Ben Chilwell as well. Kai Havertz and Ziyech in the middle together. Mason Mount, Lukaku, Pulisic up top. Very, very strong team out. Surprised to see Michael Keane at the back there, but as we line up, Josh Griffiths in goal. I've had to go Paslak, Miranda, Amadou, Mings and Thomas in defence today. I've had to go Conor Gallagher and Tyler Wall in midfield. Fernandes, Aubameyang and Locke in the attacking position. So excuse me, not too much of a weaker side, but certainly we're not at 100%. Fingers crossed we won't have too of a bad game anyway. There's Reece James darting down this near side. Lukaku on the ball here. Chelsea have had a lot of the ball in the first 15-16 minutes or so, and as you can see here with Reece James, there's no need to ask why. Struggling to even get the ball and get some sort of attack going here, but Reece James is just too quick for Thomas. He's got it in towards the box. That's a decent block by Miranda, and Locke manages to get it towards Tyler Wall. If we can get this forward, but absolutely stopped dead in his tracks, and Lukaku with a really good shot from outside the box, which Josh Griffiths was equal to. Early pressure here from Chelsea, but that was one strike from Lukaku, and Josh Griffiths with yet another brilliant save. Chelsea to swing in the corner here. Fernandes up for the header and manages to clear it partially and drop towards the edge of the box to Ziyech, who gets a long ranger on target, but again Josh Griffiths is in the way. Chelsea really putting some early pressure on here, taking advantage of obviously us not at full strength, but we're standing strong so far thanks to Josh Griffiths. But Fernandes gets a block in, and you can't tell me that's a penalty. Fernandes gets the block in. I thought he just got a good tackle in, and it's just pinged up and hit him in the arm. Come on. Chelsea have themselves an early penalty because of a handball. 22 minutes in, Lukaku to put them 1-0 ahead. I think he will go right, being left-footed. He does, and he's missed it. Justice served. It's Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings towards Tyler Wall. Try and get this forward towards Aubameyang. Can we finally get a chance on goal after all Chelsea's pressure? Here's Fernandes. I might try and whip it towards goal here with Fernandes off the top of the bar, and so close to opening the scoring. Fernandes with a brilliant effort. Somehow we go into the break at 0-0. Into the second half we go then, guys, and Chelsea get an early penalty which Lukaku misses. They've had multiple chances to try and get in front in this game, and then just before half time Fernandes belts one off the top of the crossbar and we could have got in front, so it is anybody's game in this second half. So yeah, chance to Kai Havertz and Thomas to step in there and win the ball well. Here's Tyler Wall. Let's try and get Lock free on this left hand side up against Reece James if he can try and steal it there, Lock, but just couldn't get in close enough to Reece James to try and steal it, and Chelsea will come straight back at us. It's been the story of this entire game. They just keep coming at us, and I have no idea how we managed to keep them out. Miranda with a good tackle. Lock can't get to it first. It pings off Miranda and it's out for a corner. Really struggling in this game, even to just keep hold of the ball for a minute or two to try and put an attack together. The only chance we've had really was Fernandes hitting the crossbar, but again Chelsea drop it to the edge of the box. Here's Ziyech around the corner to Keane, and Kai Havertz has got free here, thankfully. Josh Griffiths again, he's in the way. He's kind of been our Mendy in the last time we played Chelsea, when Mendy kept keeping us out. Josh Griffiths is keeping Chelsea out. Ziyech has got past Tyler Wall in the middle. We're really struggling here to keep this out. Thankfully Josh Griffiths again into his gloves. Pulisic header down in towards Ziyech, coming forward again around the corner again. Pulisic, he gets the shot and it's another penalty. I was just going to say that was a brilliant block by Tyrone Mings, and it was actually Thomas that has given the handball. I thought it was Tyrone Mings, but Thomas, again a handball. They missed it first time, and it's not Lukaku to take it this time, is it? I think it's Kai Havertz to take it. I think he's going to go right again, maybe. He does go right, and we've stopped a second one. 87 minutes gone here, and Chelsea still continue to come at us and try and find a goal in this game. They've had two penalties, they haven't had either. We need to get another block in here with Tyrone Mings if we can try and get rid of it. We do get rid of it again. 89th minute, can we try and get it forward and steal it right at the dead? But Pulisic is not allowing us to get forward. Miranda volleys that forward, and Lock is making me a really good run on this left hand side. Please, Lock, can you just finish this? I'm going to drop it into Tyler Wall, see if we can get it across the goal. Fernandes has stole it in the 92nd minute. What a turnaround in this game. Fernandes was the only one who had half a chance in the first half. He hit the crossbar in the first half, or just at the end of the first half. We break away in the 92nd minute, and Fernandes is there to get a tap in at the back post. We have just stolen 3 points off Chelsea, who have had 85% possession. They've had two penalties in this game, one missed, one saved. Hereford United take 3 points from Stamford Bridge. Press conference after the game, guys. What a finish to that game. Literally did not expect it to end that way at all. What a game of football. Your boys left it late, didn't they? Certainly did. The lads play till the last minute, that's all you can say. If you play to the last second of the whistle, you will always have a chance to win at the end of a game. What a finish to that game. Leave me a comment, guys. Leave me a comment at the bottom. I need to know your thoughts. Did you prove a point with a win today? I think we did. I think we took Chelsea by surprise. Yeah, definitely did. Because Chelsea, I won't lie to you guys, they were on top for 80-90% of that game. Two penalties. Josh Griffiths deserves a massive shout out. Josh Griffiths was unbelievable in that game. Saved a penalty, saved multiple chances. We defended for our lives. We broke forward and we won the game. Tight game. You must be pleased with the outcome. I am absolutely ecstatic. You have to take decisive in big moments. You certainly do. And Locke manages to get forward with a brilliant sprint. I'm thinking I'll drop it to Tyler Wall, and he just played it across the box. And there's Fernandez, the only person who had a chance for us throughout the entire game. And he's there to sweep it home in the 92nd minute. What an end to that game. Leave me a comment, guys, and tell me your thoughts. As you can see, we are still up in second now after beating Chelsea. Liverpool have started to run away with it, obviously, after beating us. But I will take second, not a problem. So, the last game of the episode is away at Crystal Palace. I shall see you there, guys. Here we are then, guys, in the final played game of the episode. Still can't get over the last game, stealing that 3 points, but we've got to concentrate on today. Crystal Palace are certainly no pushover. Every time we played them, they give us a really good run for our money. So, away here, we need to be at our best. We are back to full strength. Obviously, in the last game against Chelsea, we had a rotated side, and they just about managed to clinch it in the 92nd minute. So I'm hoping with a full strength side in this game, we should get a comfortable win. So we'll wait for the lineups to come up, guys, and we will get straight into the football. There we go, guys. As you see, as Crystal Palace line up. Let's have a look if they've still got any of the originals in their team. We've certainly got Jude Bellingham in midfield, one of the players we had our eye on but just couldn't afford him. And nobody really stands out majorly. We definitely have the stronger Premier League side anyway, so I'm hoping for a comfortable win to finish off this episode and bring a little bit of excitement to you guys and entertainment with the goals. So as we line up, Josh Griffiths in goal. You've got Tommy Doyle, Malang Sarr, Maitland-Niles, Mings and Kolasinac in defence. We have Conor Gallagher and O'Reilly in midfield, Harry Wilson, Kirk Wilson and Dembele in the strike positions. Our best 100%. Let's go and prove it in the game by getting a comfortable win. Palace, decent ball forward here, and number 9 has got the ball and he's got runners in behind, and that's a decent pass in, and he's missed it. I was just about to say, and he's opened the scoring there, because I genuinely thought he was going to put that in as soon as he got through there. All he had to do was get it on target. He's missed. Crystal Palace coming forward again here, and they've got a couple of runners. I'm just trying to stand this up here, and Drew Bellingham going for a distance effort, and that's light work for Josh Griffiths. Simple save, and let's see if we can get forward on a counter attack in towards O'Reilly. Going to look for Harry Wilson out wide here. If Harry Wilson will get on this, he certainly will. Drew Bellingham chasing him, and Harry Wilson has turned that inside out in towards Maitland-Niles, and there is the opener. Maitland-Niles hasn't scored in Hereford United colours yet. That's his first goal for the club. Couldn't come at a better time because we needed a goal. We want a comfortable win, and now we are well on the way to doing it. Harry Wilson beating Drew Bellingham for pace there, turns the ball, wonderful whip in, and there is Maitland-Niles to head home the first of hopefully many in this game. Crystal Palace darting forward here, and they have options. I'm just trying to stand up here with Maitland-Niles and cut off any passes on the back line, but they get the ball around the corner here. It's a decent pass. I'm just trying to push everybody I can against the ball here so we don't concede before half time, and thankfully Josh Griffiths with another splendid save. How many times are we going to say that in this series? Josh Griffiths with another good save. If you guys are playing FIFA 22, buy Josh Griffiths. He is an unbelievable goalkeeper. Not very highly rated, but unbelievable. But Jude Bellingham at the edge of the box here gets one round the corner, and they still may have a chance here. I'm just trying to throw everybody at the ball, and prime example again, there is Josh Griffiths. When you need somebody at the back to stop the ball going in the net, Josh Griffiths is your man. Again, Crystal Palace pushing it forward here, and again Josh Griffiths is there, and that should be the 2 minutes before half time. I've lofted it up to see if Kirk Wilson can try and get on it here, but there is the half-time whistle. Into the second half we go then, guys, and Maitland-Niles gets us 1-0 ahead, literally with a head from the assist from Harry Wilson, and then Josh Griffiths has been the story of the rest of the first half, making some splendid saves, keeping us 1-0 in front in this game. But Crystal Palace attacking us early in the second half, and he's run it out for a goal kick. Again, Crystal Palace with possession coming forward here, and they've been better in this second half, Crystal Palace, but they haven't managed to put anything decent together yet. Jude Bellingham from distance, and Josh Griffiths will catch that with ease. Let's see if we can get something ourselves going forward. Maitland-Niles try and send this into Kirk Wilson, who brings it down nicely on the chest and is intercepted there by the Crystal Palace midfielder. Try and push Maitland-Niles on here. He's made a decent run. That is a wonderful ball around the corner. I don't think I'm going to get there with Kolasinac into the middle, and they do get the equaliser. I knew as soon as he played that ball over the top, I didn't think we were going to get there. If you just have a look again, that ball over the top, Kolasinac is not the quickest, and he just plays it into the middle, and I actually thought it was going to be the number 9 to get on it, but it's the run from the edge of the box. We don't pick it up, and after Josh Griffiths' great performance in this game, they find an equaliser. Get Dembele on the way here if we can. Just going to try and switch this right across towards Harry Wilson, who is free on this side, again headed away, and there's not long left in this game. In towards Kirk Wilson, who's struggling to try and bring it down here if he can get a half an inch to shoot, and he does, but drags it wide. So close to Kirk Wilson to getting that on target. He was struggling to keep the ball at his feet, and with 2 minutes, did we say 2 minutes have added on, I don't think we're going to get another chance in this game. It looks like it's going to be a 1-1, but let's try and get it forward here. O'Reilly struggling with the ball there, and again Crystal Palace try and come forward. That's a wonderful ball in over the top. Tyrone Mings to get the tackle in. He had to get that right, and he got it perfect. There's not going to be enough time to get forward. There goes the full-time whistle, and it's a 1-1 draw away at Crystal Palace. Back at the menu then, guys, and the only plus note we can take from that 1-1 draw really is Maitland-Niles gets his first goal at Hereford United colours to get us in front, and then we just didn't defend properly. We conceded, and we've ended up taking a point. It's not the worst thing in the world. We are still ahead, but Chelsea have a game in hand against us, and so does City, who can also take over us. So I'm not sure where we will be in, obviously, by the time the next game comes against Aston Villa in the next episode, but for now we will sit second in the table. We've been playing well, we've been scoring, we've been conceding as well. So yeah, leave me a comment, guys, as always. Drop me a big thumbs up. Thank you very much for your support on the Hereford United career, and also will you leave me a comment, guys, and let me know. We have Roma in the next stage of the UEFA Europa Conference League. Leave me a message. Do you want me to play those, well, one of those legs? I could, because it's the quarter-finals. Let me know in the comments. I could simulate the first game and then see what score it is, and then we will play the second game against Roma. So in the next episode it will be Aston Villa, either the Roma game, Arsenal, or we will simulate the Newcastle game. So we'll definitely play Arsenal because that's a big one. I could simulate the Aston Villa game. If you guys want me to play the Roma game, let me know in the comments, guys. So again, thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you in the next episode. It's been DanielLads1989. Love you, bye.